Oh, there we go. Freak Nation, as you can tell, there's two people sitting in here. One woman to my right, of course, you know Crash Gladys. The other woman to my right, let's bring her in here. Toni Breidinger has been in the Freak Nation before. And Toni, you and I were walking up here to the media center before this interview, and we were shooting the bull about a number of things, whether it was how the car handled, your top 10 qualifying for tonight's ARCA Series race on those General tires, or really what the plans are for you for 2023. And frankly, I get lost in that. We're just 2 races into the ARCA Series, or just not even 2 races. So it's like, shut up, Kenny. Why are you asking me things like 2023? How are you feeling now as a full-time driver in the ARCA Series? 1 race and your second race tonight. You feeling a little bit more confident than you did going into Daytona?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Phoenix is third time now, so I feel like I definitely have a lot more confidence going into this track compared to some other tracks, just because it's a little bit more familiar. I've been here before. I know what to expect. Haven't had the best luck here, so hopefully I can change that tonight, but I at least kind of know the track and everything like that. So I definitely have a good amount of confidence, and the fact that I'm running a full season, just knowing that I have another race to look forward to and something to build momentum off of is super, super helpful in building confidence as well.
Like Daytona to come to Phoenix and then go to Talladega.
Oh, 100%. There's absolutely no comparison. I'm pretending like Daytona didn't even happen.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
How much input, or is there any sort of input the drivers can give for future schedules? Because that is weird. You had Daytona in February, Phoenix in March, Talladega in April, 1 month apart. None of them really translate to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that the schedule's all over the place and kind of chaotic. Yeah, it kind of keeps you on your toes, changes it up. I mean, you're never bored or being like, oh, I just so many different tracks, and that they kind of just like come at you really fast, and I just think to help you adapt faster.
And then with these races, at least this part of the schedule, the summer is totally different. But with these races being a month apart each, how do you keep yourself in shape mentally, physically? You do some workouts, but mentally being in that car, it's just different than real life.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, with these breaks, they're pretty long breaks. So for me, I'll go on the Toyota Sim, and that definitely helps a lot. Real life, and then also do iRacing, which is fun, but not as realistic, but still, I mean, the tracks are pretty similar, and it's still fun, and I feel like it still gets you in that mindset of your racing. Like, I still get just as competitive, even though it's just technically a game. And then also I do go-karting, which I think is really great for hand-eye coordination. I feel like in a go-kart, everything happens so fast, and then you get in these cars, it almost happens slower, so I feel like go-karting is just great in mental and physical preparation.
Yeah, my name's Crash. And it's because of the go-kart.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Go-karting is not easy.
No.
And it's hard to tell the general public that when they're not in motorsports. I mean, that is really physically demanding.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in a real go-kart, like actually going fast and getting after it, I mean, we have like these watches on, and we can see how much we're burning and like our heart rate, and like my heart rate is pretty much max like the entire time I'm out there go-karting. So it's insane like how much of a workout that is for sure.
Talk about this track. Phoenix Raceway, of course, is the infamous dogleg. You've raced here before. Is there a different driving style that you have? Like, oh, I got to kick into my Phoenix Raceway driving style versus my Daytona when it's just pedal to the metal for 24/7.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a little bit more, I think, different type of strategy for me. Like, obviously at Phoenix you're going to be like braking a lot. Like Daytona, you're not really going to be braking unless you're checking up or something. So I think just the strategy of like how you're going to approach the turn, and also racecraft. I mean, even when I was out there in practice, I was like, okay, like let's not just like run into the back of these guys. We're not all going the same speed drafting. So just kind of being aware, how, I mean, there's 40 other cars out there. So just being aware of, everyone's kind of at a different speed and not like just running into the back of someone. So I think there's just a lot of strategy. This track is small for 40 cars compared to Daytona. So
and that was one of the things they brought up in the drivers meeting was look, man, there's 40 freaking cars out here on this track. Have you driven in a race that's had 40 cars on the track before?
No, I think this is the biggest field I've ever raced in.
Holy smokes.
Crazy, yeah. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully I won't see how many cars there are and I'll stay up front. But
what has the mentor Billy Venturini done for you for this track?
Yeah, I mean, he was on my radio a little bit in practice, and I talked to him a little bit afterwards, and he's like, good job, like you look like a race car driver out there. And his goal for me is, to get a top 10 here. There's so many cars, so that's our biggest goal. But so far he's happy. I haven't gotten yelled at, so we're going good so far.
There's something to be said about being with the Venturini Motorsports team. I mean, you brought up confidence at in another part of this interview, but right there, that name in and of itself, boom, that's confidence for your season.
100%. I mean, Ventrini, they have such a great reputation. They've won so many races, and they're just great with driver development. And I feel like going into every race, I know I have a great car, great crew chief. So I just feel like it gives you that extra confidence that, the only piece left of the puzzle is yourself, really.
And you got this.
Thank you.
We'll end it with this. When I was crashing, when I walked up to Toni, just when she finished qualifying, I thought, I bet Toni's going to be on her damn phone putting something snappy out there on social media. No, you were working on your helmet, putting some stickers. What were you putting on your helmet?
Yeah, so I was putting a clear visor on my helmet. I have a mirrored one, and it has this like tinted visor strip, since we'll probably go out and the sun will be coming down, so I'll just tear that off and then have a clear visor for the rest of the night race.
I didn't see her on her phone once.
Yeah, but hold on. Don't discount
I'm
that.
not discounting it, man.
Because
She's
that's
badass.
a part of the job, man.
That is true, but for the most part, I don't touch my phone on race day. But usually after, I'll tell everyone, get the content on my phone, and I'll deal with it after.
Boom.
So.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Toni, as always, good luck to you. Thanks for coming back
Thank
into
you. I
Freak Nation.
appreciate it.
Toni Breidinger here with Kenny and Crash.